All right guys, so as you can see, we have the tile layout mapped out here in the shower. We're using these 4" by 12" honed marble subway tiles. What we did was we based the layout off of this right edge of the window. So this is not perfectly in the center, but how we're doing this 50% brick pattern, you're not going to notice it. We're actually going to cheat the layout a little bit, so it's going to look symmetrical on the left and right side. So this H, this is half, the F is full, so half full, 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 right? So we're going to end up with 3 full tiles here on the edge, and then we're going to end on a full half, full half. So here it's going to come out to about 36.5 inches. As you can see, we continued the pattern up over the top of the window, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to wrap the pattern onto this left wall, and it's going to end on half full, half full, half full. Same thing, 36.5 inches. We're going to be finishing the tile about 1.5 inches to 2 inches past the curb, so it's going to come all the way down. It's going to come all the way down to the floor, and it's going to finish past the curb. I think that produces a much nicer look. An important thing for us, if you've been following our work, you know that we always try to avoid any sliver cuts, small pieces of tile on windows, and then the same thing as niches. We always try to avoid those small pieces. Ideally, we want full tiles on the top and bottom, and in this situation, it worked out perfectly.
All right, so I really don't believe in luck, but sometimes it's hard not to be a believer. I just made this little mock-up real quick. So you see that mark right there and that mark right there. So the distance in between, 36 inches, that's the window opening in that shower. What I'm just trying to figure out is the height of the tile. So if you know me and you've been following our work and our stories, you know I'm always trying to maintain full pieces of tile on the top and bottom of my niches and the top and bottom of the window openings when they're going to be tiled, right? So to me, that produces a much more aesthetically pleasing look. I hate doing little slivers or L cuts and just having this unbalanced tile layout. So we're going to be able to line up that opening with the grout joint and the opening on the other end with the grout joint, so it's going to work out perfectly. And if you remember, we're starting the layout from this right side of the window, so we're going to have full tile, half tile, full tile, half tile. So it's really just going to be balanced whatever way you look at it. So full tiles on the top and bottom lined up with the grout joints, full tile, half tile, full tile, half tile all the way around. We're going to wrap the pattern around the wall, and we're going to wrap the pattern around this wall. I don't know if you can understand these gestures, right? And left and right side, they're both going to finish at 36.5, perfectly symmetrical. It's going to be about 2 inches past the outside of our curb, so the tile is going to run all the way down the wall next to the curb. And yeah, so that's that. I'm pretty pumped about that. We're also going to be able to have full tiles on the top and bottom of the niche, because if you remember from our previous video, we don't cut our niches in ahead of time. We didn't have the tile on site yet, so now we have the tile on site. Now we know exactly what it's going to measure out to when we have our spacers in place, so we can go ahead and cut that niche in accordingly, making sure that the vertical position is ideal to maintain that full piece on the top and bottom. As far as the horizontal position goes, we're also going to make sure that we're ending up with that half full pattern on the left side. On the right side, it's not going to matter. It's just going to be pieces because there's not enough space in between the right side of the niche and the wall to worry about it. But we're going to make sure that we hit that pattern on the left side.
So we're going to have a full tile here on the bottom, a full tile here on the top, and the grout joint is going to line up perfectly. This mock-up is not lined up vertically, so you can just ignore that line on top. It's going to be lined up perfectly when we install the tile. If you come over here to the niche, we're gonna be doing the same thing. So we have the top and bottom of the niche lined up perfectly with a full tile. And that's about as good as it's gonna, about as good as it gets. Here there's not going to be any cuts, it's just going to be solid pieces because we have it lined up with that 6-inch half cut. And then here, as you can see, the pattern is going to continue, so we're going to have a full tile, half tile, full tile, half tile. So the pattern is going to continue through the box, it's going to continue over the box, it's going to continue under the box, and we're not going to have any sliver or odd cuts anywhere. And that's basically it. This is going to be the bench location right here. So we have the top of the bench underneath one full tile. So it's going to look really nice. And yeah, this actually ends up being a standard height for a bench. So there's not any height difference. And yeah, that's basically it. So we'll see you guys after the tile's in.